And the important thing is that we make up ground and that we see results improve for these cohorts.
For adults, the pandemic may have created more opportunities to catch up on some reading, but for young children, online learning, social distancing, and masks are making learning how to read more challenging. Recent report card results from the Louis Riel School Division indicate younger children are struggling with literacy in both English and French, specifically those in grade 2.
We're looking at the impact of a pandemic in the spring on the youngest children. Grade 2, the kids in grade 2 were in grade 1, and it was a year unlike any other where the children in their grade 1 year suddenly were home.
He says that younger children are also not doing as well in French immersion. Most French immersion students don't speak French at home, so they're only learning it at school. In the spring of 2020, LRSD identified that 36% of K-8 students would need recovery learning, but that percentage is higher for the current grade 2s at 41%. George Giorgio, a professor in the Educational Psychology Department at the University of Alberta, says that his research shows the children who are suffering the most are the ones who were already struggling.
So if you are a poor reader in grades 1 to 3, before the schools closed due to COVID, then you are at higher risk to continue being a poor reader.
He says grades 1 to 3 is the optimal time for children to learn how to read, and the pandemic has changed the way that those children are learning. Giorgio says that teaching kids how to read should be a priority because it can cause issues later on.
If the kids remain poor readers at that cutoff point, which is grade 3, the likelihood that they will remain and experience reading problems later on is extremely high.
According to Giorgio, this can lead to harder transitions into middle and high school and can even be correlated to higher dropout rates. He suggests that schools invest into helping these struggling younger students and says that parents can help too by reading to their children for 30 minutes a day and having the children read at least 20 minutes a day.
Set up the foundation to support the kids to become independent readers.
The data from the Louis Riel School Division is a spotlight on what is happening in schools across the province, and Superintendent Michalik sparks a discussion about how to help children learn. But he says overall, students are doing remarkably well.
Well, the early data suggests that children have learned, despite the pandemic, have continued to learn, and there's amazing resilience.
In Winnipeg, Marie Gomez, City News.